Hello, everybody. It's 6:21 a.m. Central Time on the 22nd of July, 2023, Saturday, here in the United States. Hope you're doing well. Getting on to make a video about my big discovery, apparently, that I made, and I didn't know it was a discovery until this morning. Let me take you over and show you what we're talking about here. This is for my viewers in Great Britain over in UK. Check this out. So, do you see this here? This is over on my Twitter page. I've also got this posted over on my YouTube community page. Not many people have seen it yet, but it's still pretty early in the morning. Just made the post on it, but check it out. Do you see this? Well, here, let me click on it so you can see it a little bit bigger. Now, you can see it's marked Highlanders Museum, a.k.a. Fort George, UK. And it's in the shape of a dragon's head. And I made a post on this just as a little fun little post. Here's what I said. Here's a fun one. I don't think it's related to any plate star fort shapes. For some reason, it's not mentioned or talked about online. Scrubbed. I'm going to click on the search for you here and show you what comes up when you search Fort George, UK Dragon Head. Nothing. You can go to their website even, and they don't have anything on it. Well, not this one. I'm sorry. This is the United States. You can go to their Fort George, Scotland website, and they don't have anything on it at all. They have side pictures of it. Side pictures of the fort like this. Now, I'm going to take you over on Google Earth and show it to you and tell you how I found it. Started with me looking at the volcano up here in Scotland, and we'll take you and show you Knocknaha Crater, which is, well, if I can even, I don't have it marked on here, but up here in Scotland, right there, okay. This is an old volcano, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of it, but Knocknaha is the nearest town in the middle. You've got your volcano cabins and all that. I was looking at that, then I heard about fires happening over by Fort William, which then led me to just look at the area in general, and I zoomed in right in here, and I saw this like this, which is properly centered almost due north. Here's due north, and I just looking at it, and I just wanted to get a better view on it, so I turned it like sideways just to get a better view, but there it is. It's a dragon's head, and not only that, the name of the place, Fort George. Well, the legend is St. George slayed the dragon. So this was built at the time of the Battle of Culloden. Okay, so this is in the last 300 years this was built, and it's 100% dragon's head. It's not even up for debate, especially with the name Fort George. I'll take you over, and if you're not familiar with what a dragon looks like, right? Like, I mean, enough people have seen what a dragon looks like. In the middle of the snout here is the church. So you have your two nostrils, and in the middle of the snout where the ridge of the nose would be, that is Garrison Church in the middle. Now, here's the deal. Locals are weighing in. Locals from the area are weighing in that have lived there their whole life. Here, I mean, you can go see the comments from the people who live there on my community post. I'm not going to, waste your time showing you people's comments other than to tell you that they're telling me that they've lived there their whole life. They've been there multiple times, and there's no mention of it. And when you go search online, there's no talk on it. There's no pictures of it. There's no nothing. There's no merch. Now, check it out, guys. There's a museum here. This is the Highlanders Museum right in the middle. No merch? Come on. Dragon head? So coffee mugs, T-shirts, aerial flyovers for the helicopters, drones, and airplanes would capitalize on this. And it's obviously the dragon head. It's not a Paradelius thing. We're not seeing shapes here. This is a dragon's head, certainly. And the name tells us, Fort George, St. George, and the dragon, slain of the dragon. But it was either lost. The information was either lost or hidden, but I would think lost, just forgotten about. And nobody noticed. Nobody ever went on Google Earth and looked and turned it sideways. Nobody decided to look. So at the fort, they're not telling anybody about it. People are saying they've taken the tour recently. These are comments that are being left. You can go read the comments. You don't have to take my word for it. Go down and scroll down on my community page and on here's my community page. I'll put links down below to all of this. and you can read the comments from people who have taken the tour and they say they've never heard of it and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, it's been found. All right, found the dragon's head. Now, I cracked a joke about this, which is if in ancient time, if you found the dragon's head or you found the dragon and got its head, you get knighted. So does this mean, and I tagged the royal family on this, I don't expect them to respond. However, I do expect people to take this seriously. This is a big find. This is a big find. That's why I'm making my video now. Here, I tagged the royal family right there. Since I found a dragon's head and now presented publicly, does this mean I get knighted? And it actually has some likes. It is a good point to raise. You find the dragon's head, nobody knew about it. It's a big discovery, guys. This is big. This is a big deal if nobody knew about it. And apparently nobody knew about it. It's not capitalized, talked about, or shown. And there's no talk online. None. And I asked everybody for the last several hours on Twitter and on community page. Hundreds and hundreds of people weighing in. And nobody's heard of this before. Which is odd to me. This is extremely odd to me that everybody would miss this. I'm not going off on anybody or being condescending. I'm just saying it's just really weird to me that people would miss this. That it's in the shape of a dragon's head. The king's symbol is a dragon. The symbol of the monarchy is the dragon and the lion, okay, and the unicorn and all that. Well, the dragon's been worked in for a long period of time, especially the dragon head. Now, this looks just like the head of Smaug. I'm not going to try and step on any copyrights. You could probably, again, go find the pictures of Smaug. It really is. And there's other people saying there's other symbolism worked in here. Oh, no doubt about it. Again, you've got that shape, the triangle and the square, and then you have of course, the dragon head shape, and then you, of course, got the church in the middle of the snout, which is just too much. That is just too much right there. Let me click on that. There's Garrison Church. So I'm recording this short video to show my viewers in the UK, in Scotland, and across the UK what I found, and everybody's saying that they've never heard of it before. So, and again, that's not me saying that. You can go read the comments. It's just person after person. I've never heard of this before. What are you talking about? People even said that I must have, changed the shape to be that. That was even a couple of the comments that were left saying that I must have changed it to be that with like an AI type picture. No, this is on Google Earth. And the coordinates, here, let me give you the nearest town name aside from the actual Fort George. Kirkton and Ardeshir. I'm not going to try, guys. I'm from the Midwest United States. But maybe someday I'll be able to come over here and see it now that I found this. I mean, it is kind of cool to find, and I'll say it's a big thing for tourism. This should be a big deal. This has got to be on shirts. This has got to be on mugs. This has got to be on everything. The giant dragon's head fort. The Fort Dragon Head, you'll start calling it from now on. The Dragon's Head Fort. That's what it is. And it was built at the time of the revolution of the Battle of Culloden, which was the Scottish Highlander Wars. And they even made TV shows and movies about this, which is the wars, that is, not about the Dragon's Head thing. The Dragon's Head thing is something new to find here. That is huge. It's even got the pointed ears on the side, right? Like the little side pointed ears, and it's got the snout, and it's got all of it. So there it is. Amazing, right? Anyway, North UK, up in Scotland, amazing Fort George. Recording this as a video, documenting it, getting it out now, and I will upload this to YouTube in just a few. We'll do some earthquakes and some updates in just a little bit, but this is just something completely separate, a separate find of mine. You find all kinds of stuff when you start looking stuff up all the time. And again, this one, I'm surprised that there's no talk online about this at all. And if there is, somebody please post a link down below. I'll take the video down here. If you find some talk online where people have totally documented this and it's well known and people online are just BSing me or something, but it's enough people responding now that I mean, we've got people contacting historians about this that live in the area. So, I mean, that lets you know how obscure it is if people do know. And why wouldn't they capitalize on it? Why wouldn't they show it? Why wouldn't they talk about it? Why wouldn't there be flyovers, pictures, and everything else of this? It's the most amazing structure. It's in the shape of a dragon's head. Why hide it if it's being hidden? Obviously, it's not. I think it's just been forgotten. So, hope I did my part to bring something out to the world that's of significance, and maybe someday I'll be able to visit there in the future. If you find any information on the dragon's head part in this, everybody already knows about the fort, but the dragon head part? What the heck is going on? How did I just find this? It's crazy, man. There it is. Much love, guys. Much love. This is why you got to look into stuff. Again, I was looking at the volcano, then looking at the fires, and that led me to find that. So, there it is. Peace out.